So let's talk about a really fascinating development in AI. There's this incredibly powerful new type of model that's been emerging, but it's been held back by one single fundamental problem. A problem that, it turns out, researchers might have just solved in a really elegant way. Let's get into it.
I mean, just think about that for a second. An AI that can do these amazing feats of reasoning, but only if you can guess the exact amount of space it needs to think. If you guess too little, its brilliant ideas just get cut off mid-sentence. Too much, and it gets confused, it wastes energy. This isn't a hypothetical. It's the very real dilemma that's been holding back a whole new generation of AI.
Okay, so to really get why this is such a big deal, we first need to look at the two main players in the world of large language models.
So, on one hand, you've got autoregressive models. These are the ones most of us know. They think a lot like we write, one word at a time from start to finish. But on the other side, you've got these newcomers, diffusion large language models, or DLLMs. And they work in a totally different way. Instead of writing in a straight line, they start with a messy, noisy draft of the entire answer, and then they just refine it over and over again, bringing the whole thing into focus at once.
You know, the fancy term for this is iterative denoising. The massive advantage here is that because the model sees the entire canvas right from the start, it's way better at planning. It has this global perspective on the problem, which is amazing for complex tasks that need some real foresight. But this unique strength is also the source of its biggest weakness.
And, well, that's where we hit the critical flaw at the heart of this new tech.
See, that power, that ability to see everything at once, it comes with a huge catch. The model has to know the exact size of the canvas, the final length of the text, before it even makes its first rough sketch. And if you get that size wrong, the consequences are pretty severe. This leads to what the researchers call the fixed-length dilemma. It means you, the user, have to manually guess the right output length for every single thing you ask it to do. And it's basically a lose-lose situation.
If you guess a length that's too short, the model just runs out of road. For complex stuff, like the math problems on this benchmark, performance just falls off a cliff. The AI literally can't perform the steps it needs to get the right answer, all because its box is too small.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, well, why not just give it a massive box every single time? Great idea, right? Nope. Turns out, giving it too much space is not only a huge waste of computer power, but it can actually make the model worse. It kind of gets lost in all that extra room. So you're stuck in this awful spot between choking the AI or confusing.
So, what do? How on earth you pick the perfect-sized box every time? Well, it turns out the researchers found a clue, and you won't believe where it was hiding. Inside the model itself.
And this is my favorite part, this quote from the paper. The solution wasn't some complicated external fix or a total redesign. Nope. The secret was to just listen to the AI. Its own internal way of planning things held the key to setting itself free.
And that secret is right here in this heat map. What you're seeing is the model's confidence that it's finished, that it's ready to place that end-of-sentence marker. Think of the bright green colors, the AI saying, "Yep, I'm all good, I'm done." But look what happens when the length is too short. That confidence just plummets. It's the AI's own subtle way of screaming, "Whoa, hold on, I'm not done thinking. I need more space."
And once they found that signal, they could build a solution. A really, really smart solution called Daedal.
So Daedal basically acts like a translator for that hidden signal. And the most incredible part? It's training free. You don't have to spend a fortune retraining these massive billion-parameter models. It's just a clever trick you use when you run it, letting the model tell you what it needs as it needs it.
And it works in two really clever steps. First, it figures out a good starting size by starting small and adding space until the AI signals it's comfortable. That gives it a good ballpark to start with. Then, and this is the really cool part, while it's actually generating the text, if it gets stuck on one specific part, Daedal just surgically inserts a little more space right there, giving it more room to work through the tricky bit.
And you can really see the difference here. Up top, you've got the old way. Stuck, rigid, trapped in its box. But on the bottom, that's Daedal in action. It starts small, makes the whole canvas bigger, and then boom, it adds more space right where the model needs to elaborate. It's like giving a writer a piece of paper that just magically expands whenever they have a new idea.
Okay, so it's a super clever idea, right? But the real question is, does it actually work? What do you get for setting this AI free?
Well, the results are pretty amazing, actually. This table shows Daedal going head-to-head with the old method, where people had spent ages finding the absolute best fixed length for each task. And Daedal, doing everything on its own, doesn't just keep up, it consistently does better.
Now, this number here might look a bit dry, but it tells an incredible story about efficiency. To get its best score, the old fixed-length model needed this ridiculously huge, wasteful box, and it only used about 27% of it. Daedal, on the other hand, uses over 73% of the space it dynamically gives itself. So it's not just smarter, it's way, way less wasteful.
And you can see that flexibility right here. This chart shows all the different lengths Daedal chose for a bunch of different math problems. Look at that range. It's giving short, snappy answers for the easy stuff and much longer, detailed answers for the hard stuff. It's adapting perfectly to each and every question.
And really, that's the key takeaway. Daedal just smashes the chains of that fixed-length box. It completely takes the guesswork out of the picture and just lets the model decide for itself how much room it needs to think.
You know, by cracking this fixed-length problem, Daedal does more than just boost some numbers on a chart. It pretty much closes a critical gap between these diffusion models and the other AIs we're more used to. It finally lets them run free. And that leaves us with a really, really exciting question. Now that they're out of the box, what are they going to conquer next?